How did you get your pretty privilege? Were you A, born with it, B, ugly duckling and swan, or C, are you surgery pretty? Stay tuned. All right, welcome to another episode of Claire Haire. We are doing episode 2 of Pretty Privilege Volume 2. And we are talking about how you receive your pretty privilege. And the 3 ways, once again, are born beautiful, duckling a swan, or surgery pretty. I'm laughing because is surgery pretty like a real thing? But I have it on here, baby. I have it on here. So first things first, we're going to talk about being born beautiful. I have examples of Michael Ealy and Angelina Jolie traits: attractive throughout life, no awkward stage, instantly hot and instantly hated. I also have on here the good and the bad about it, but those are my examples. You guys can draw some examples below of who you think they've been attracted their whole life. First things first, we hate these people. Okay. Like they have no awkward glasses stage, no awkward braces stage, just born beautiful. We hate them, by the way. All jokes. So we're gonna start off with the bad, and then we're gonna give you the good. The bad is that they're pressured to stay good looking. They have no identity outside of being good looking. The good on here is that they're used to being attractive. This is nothing new. They're almost over it in a way. So we're gonna expound on the bad. The bad part is definitely the fact that there is pressure. Like once you're considered attractive, there is pressure for you to keep up. Like you're not allowed to look busted anymore. Like you are now a servant of the public. You are now a public servant. You owe everybody everything. Okay. You owe them a conversation. You owe them attention. You owe them a date. Pretty much you start owing people. Like you owe people your access as well. You owe them access. Sometimes you even owe them, I'm trying to think of Scarlett. You owe them clout. Like you're supposed to be giving them clout by being around them. There's a tendency for people to, like the bad about being very attractive or being born into being looking. There is a tendency for people to expound on their relationship to you, or they'll hold on to a relationship longer because they do not want to lose the clout that comes with being an attractive person. Attractive people are pretty much, they're like suns. Like whoever's around them gets the light as well. Okay. But the good thing about being attractive is just that, I mean, everything. Like I know people will sit there and be like, oh my God, like, that's so shallow, but you guys are promoting it. Like when you're good looking, you literally get everything. Like, I'm not here to sit here and say that there's not a dark side. There is a dark side. There's plenty of nights where, I'm not trying to put my business out there. There has been plenty of nights that it has been pretty depressing to be attractive, because there's certain situations that come up that you can't even put to words. Okay. And I can say that still not comes close to being attractive. Like, it's a whole different life. The rules don't exist. There's an invisible set of rules when you're attractive. There's just certain perks you get that you can't even describe to people because they won't believe you. They won't believe you at all. But people who are born beautiful, like they were that cute kid from birth all the way up into an adulthood. Like to me, like I'm just thinking about the pressure. Like you've always been good looking. So I feel like your brain is like, I'm attractive. That if I'm not attractive, who am I? And I feel like that is problematic itself. And I see why surgery, and we'll talk about it later on, I see why surgery is becoming so prevalent, because any sign that they're losing that status of being that attractive person, I do feel like there is an instance of, identity loss. They don't know who they're supposed to be. If I'm not attractive, okay, I only got 3 compliments today. I've been complimented since I was younger, like through my adolescence. Like, especially if you're someone who's always been getting compliments, like throughout your life, once they stop or once they start halting, like your brain literally rewires itself to be like, I need to do whatever it takes to bring that back, because that's all I know, compared to if you're not used to people giving you compliments, when they do give compliments, you are uncomfortable with it, and you're just like, okay, if I get a compliment today, I do. If I don't, it's not something that you're dependent on for you to basically be saying. So we're gonna go into our next one, Ugly Duckling the Swan. That's me. Okay. So Ugly Duckling the Swan, I have on here Matthew Lewis Neville Longbottom. I didn't have anything anybody else because his literally name a better Ugly Duckling the Swan. Name a better Ugly Duckling the Swan. I can't think of anything. Put the volume down. I'm done yelling now. But like he literally went to Pacificus Totalis. Yes, I love Harry Potter. Pacificus Totalis to then he finalist. That's not a spell. He's just fine now. Respectfully, I know he got a girl, but it's just the puberty did his thing, because I remember at one point, I think the director said they're like, we didn't know what to do because he was just becoming so attractive. We tried doing false teeth, loose clothing, bad haircuts, but the fineness just kept shining through. And I was like, I know that's right. But the traits is basically they were disregarded as attractive, so they were easily forgotten about. As someone who was also Ugly Duckling the Swan, like it's definitely a different world on this side. I have a good and bad on here. The bad is that when you have new powers, you don't know what to do with them. And then I have on the good, personality was developed, identity isn't around looks, and they most likely are funny. Okay. But let's go into the bad. The bad is the new power. So someone who's never been attractive is someone who's never been attractive, who never actually been able to exercise their powers of being attractive, is a very dangerous person. This is someone you're gonna have to watch, because if they never really had time to really go out there and, I wouldn't say sold their wild oats, but like basically use their attractiveness and their relationship with you, and let's say your partner glowed up over time. I'm getting real with y'all. Let's say your partner glowed up over time. I'm not saying you need to watch them. I'm not trying to ruin homes across America today. Or London. Londoners, you love watching me. Thank you. I'm not trying to ruin anything, but this is someone that you're gonna have to watch, because this is someone who just basically, they just got the power to fly, and you're trying to tell me they've never flown around anywhere. Be careful. That's all I gotta say, is be careful, because they're not used to these new powers per se. It's also bad as well, because like when you have certain traits or you have certain talents, people kind of minimize them because they're just like, you're already attractive, shut up. You know, like it's kind of like when people found out that I'm a pianist and I play trumpet, I play saxophone a little bit. They think I'm lying. Why would I lie about that? Y'all have seen the photos. Y'all seen the photos from middle school. I did things before I was attractive. I actually had a personality before I was attractive. I didn't just make it up just now, you know. But I would definitely say the bad part is definitely people not really accepting anything else about you. Because to them, they're just like, you being attractive, stop talking. Don't be funny. Don't be nice. Like in their mind, they're just like, you're attractive. That's it. Stop doing that. So any other talents you have, prepare for your microphone to be muted when you're attractive and you actually have other talents. The good part is, I can definitely say, is that, you know, being treated like a person is nice. It's nice to be treated like a person. Like before, when I was in my ugly duckling stage or whatever, like I can definitely say like, it's nice to be treated like a person, but I also hate them for it. I do, because it's like, so you had to wait till I glowed up to treat me like a human being. Like me, whenever I walk outside, because I know what that feels like, I know the name of every janitor, every janitor, I don't even call it janitor, I say trash manager. I know the name of every janitor, every front desk person. Whenever I work at a job, I know all their names. And they always look at me crazy like, you don't have to talk to me. Yes, I do. You are a human being. You are walking around. Okay. You're in this bed with me. All right. You're on the same earth as I am. These people, you need to treat these people like they're humans. Okay. Because I know it's the same energy for Matthew Lewis too. Was that I always thought he was cute. Okay. I think he was fine, but I know it's the same thing with Matthew Lewis too. Like it went from, oh, Neville needs to go somewhere. Now everybody's chasing after him. He's the same person from 2002. Like, why are y'all playing with him? Why are y'all playing in Neville's face? But definitely, like, the Ugly Duckling Swan, best to me, that's the best person to be attracted, because this is someone who they already had good qualities, okay? They just didn't have the outside to match. This is someone who definitely you want to wife up or husband up. That's not a phrase. That's not a name. You want to husband up this person as quick as possible, because this person is very rare. It's very rare for someone to go from ugly duckling to attractive, because most people that I've seen, at least I've seen, are deemed attractive. that already happened in uterine, you know, like it already took place. There wasn't really anything they could do with it. There's anything they could fix on it, but definitely Ugly Duckling or Swan. Harry Potter. I love my potheads too. Okay, so final one is surgery pretty. Now I have Matt Rife down here, and I want you guys to not think that I'm being mean. Okay, I don't want you guys to think I'm being mean. I have Matt Rife on here. I also have Bella Hadid. Don't cancel me after that. I honestly, I think Bella Hadid was just so beautiful before surgery. Like her original nose. Hey, telling the truth. Her original nose, she just gave me 70s Barbie. Like I loved her original look. Like all she needed was to keep that sandy brown hair. Like just imagine her as a 70s model. Like she would have been up there with Farrah Fawcett. I don't know if I'm getting my decades wrong, but she would have been there up there with Farrah Fawcett. But she got surgery because she needed to make money. All right. And her updated look is what most models look like now. So I get why she had it done. But I think, honestly, she was beautiful with her original face. Like just 70s. Like I just imagine like blonde hair, like to the floor, like bell bottoms. Like that's how I imagine her look, like her original look. That's what I imagine. Like just breathtaking. But, you know, she had an update. She has bills to pay. I understand, girl. Matt Rife I have on here. Matt Rife, I feel like he was another person who, he was cute. You know, he was cute before. I feel like he was adorable before. But he updated his face. They call him Handsome Squidward. I can't say words today. They call him Handsome Squidward. I think that's what they were calling him. They call him Handsome Squidward. So I think I see why he did it. I see why he got stuff done. You know, chin implant, cheek lift, whatever he got done. And then he got veneers, of course. His teeth look completely different. But I don't know. Like I liked his original look. It was more next door neighbor cute. You know, that's why funny wise, like, you know, of course he has a lot of controversy around him right now. Okay. I don't know what he did, but I believe he did it. You know, it's a comedian. Their job is to trigger people, unfortunately. But definitely for sure, the fact that whatever he's doing, he's not being held accountable because he's attractive proves that the surgery was worth the money. I have on here, the bad is that unfortunately they're role models, and this will lead to more of the younger generation getting surgery because they see their faves getting surgery. And I believe it. Because like I said, like I did this previous video on my psychology DSM, disorders of social media series I recently did. And it really touched on the fact that surgery, let me tell you this one fact. Surgery was not meant for people under the age of 40. Like, I think most doctors won't even see you for consultation till you turn 35 because your skin is still moving. Like, I feel like my face has changed. Like, I feel like the last time my face hasn't changed was 25. Ever since I turned 25, my face keeps moving. I was like, what are you doing now? Like, what are you doing now? I feel like my face keeps moving. I feel like it keeps changing. I feel like even my eye shape is changing. Okay, wasn't ready for that. I feel like my eye shape is changing. I feel like I think the only thing that I can say has stayed the same as my ears. I think that's the only thing that has stayed the same as my ears because I don't know, like ears don't age. I don't know, but yeah, everything else, my face keeps changing and it's just a wild ride. I'm just holding on. I'm just like, what are you doing today? Why does my chin look longer? Why does it look shorter? My eyes keep getting more almond. You know, my cheekbones are appearing. I never had cheekbones before. Like, it's just like your face keeps changing. So that's why I see why they don't touch your face. Like when I sat there and I saw people who are like 16th birthday, 18th birthday getting surgery, I was just like, what are you doing? Your face is not done yet. The seasoning's not done yet. Like, this is like the dry seasoning. We haven't even added the wet seasoning yet. Why would you do this? But, you know, there is the fact that, you know, and then I have good on here, increased opportunity, which is true. Because Matt Rife, no offense to him, yes, he's humorous, but the fact that your face card looks like that now has definitely increased. Bella Hadid is one of the top models under Kendall Jenner. I looked it up under Kendall Jenner, who is like Bella Hadid is one of the highest paid models under Kendall Jenner right now, and it's because she got surgery. She's adorable. Like I said, I love that 70s look she had. Like I saw some of her older modeling videos. I was like, why would you put a paintbrush on a masterpiece? It doesn't make any sense, but it's what looks current. Like what's what's current, what's gonna sell, you know. And her face, she's just in the wrong decade. She's supposed to be she's supposed to be a 70s model. She's just in the wrong decade. But yeah, unfortunately, like, surgery is going to increase, you know. Everybody's getting an adjusted body now. And my final thoughts is that you need to understand before you see an attractive person, how are they formed, okay? And I feel like when someone I say out of all the three, I feel like the ugly duckling, may be biased, but I feel like the ugly duckling to swan will always be top tier beauty, top tier, because this is someone who has seen from the other side of what it feels like, okay? And they more likely have had time to develop skills, because when you're one of those people who they're born attracted, like I said, not saying Angelina Jolie is a formidable actress, Michael Ealy is also a formidable actor, but when you're used to being called attractive, aging's gonna hit you hard. It's gonna hit you hard compared to someone who, like, it's not that they aren't attached to their beauty now that they're ugly duckling a swan. Like, they're going to be able to process it better because they're just like, okay, well, you know, I never really had this to begin with. I was just leasing this beauty for a little bit. But when you're born attractive, there is that pressure to keep that up, because I've seen, like, a lot of, like, classic models get, like, Botox on Botox out the bum because they're so used to being called attractive and it's part of their money, you know. And then surgery has increased. I've never, and I'm only 33 years old, I've never seen so much surgery done. Like, these cosmetic surgeons are gonna start getting to billionaire status. Mr. Miami, Dr. Miami, we're talking about you. I can see them getting to billionaire status by the end of 2030. I can see them getting to billionaire status. The amount of surgery, like, everybody has had something done. Like, literally, like I know I joke around and I say I have my original organs. I'm gonna be one of the ones that are still just have their original organs. Like, I don't mean to yell, but, like, everybody has had something done. I was like, God dang. But then again, I am speaking from pretty privilege because I have certain features that people go to surgery for, you know. But I'm really shocked because now these kids are not going to be able to go through that awkward, weird lip gloss, bad eyeshadow, or the boys are going to go through bad styling choices, like weird haircuts. Like, they're not going to go through these weird stages. You need these weird stages because when you're not focused on your looks, you're focused on the jokes. We need the jokes to come back. Y'all are not funny anymore, okay? Like, y'all are so tense, so pursed, like, everybody's face look like this. I'm like, oh my God, like, y'all are so stressed out here. Like, this is life. We're literally on a planet. Like, what the world? I was like, we're literally on a planet, okay? And we pay taxes to stuff that we never see. What are you talking about? Like, how do you guys not take life funny? Like, life is a joke. Anyways, but if you liked my video, don't forget to subscribe, share. It's Claire Haire.